Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got another brief overview of a killer watch in the collection. This is a Seiko SLA041. It is a reissue of the 1975 diver tuna that was released back in the day. The original grandfather tuna, if you will. Again, I'm going off of what I've read, and this is the 55th anniversary. And it's pretty cool. But before I get that going, let's do a quick wrist check. Still rocking the Darth Tuna with a few mods on a Nick Mankey strap. Go check them out, good stuff. But yeah, love this watch, bringing it back. I'll do a video on this later. So here we are back on the SLA041. So what we have here is a chunky beast, and I love it. It's chunky, it's got some pros and cons, but let's go over them. So it is a 52.5 millimeter diameter, if you will, for the shroud at its widest point. And just note that the shroud does taper along its edges. So at its widest point is 52.4. It is 17.5 millimeters thick. So this is a chunkster. This is a big one. But surprisingly, very comfortable, because if you look, the lugs are inland of the diameter, so it wears really comfortably. It's a little bit heavy, but you know what? If you're wearing a tuna, you already know this, and if you're looking into this one, you already know it. So this is the reissue of the grandfather. It does have the 55th anniversary blue dial. It's kind of hard to capture. It's a very dark blue, but it is a ceramic outer case, a titanium monoblock inner case, and an ever brilliant steel bezel. Okay. It has the 8L35 in here, which is 50-hour power reserve. It is one of the highest movements you can get from Seiko, but it's not the highest. It's got the old vintage style hands, and I think that's cool. Let me just pop this open. It's got this gigantic crown. And if you notice, there's no pro specs on this, which is what I liked about it. It didn't have the X, it didn't have any of that going. So I'm gonna just hack this real quick so we can all see the hands. And yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's got the old style hands and really, really nice. It's got, as always with modern tunas, it is a killer lume. It's got volcanic lume, very, very bright. Also notice it's got the lume pip, or the lume dot, if you will, separated in all three hands. And on the second hand, it's actually the leading edge instead of the back end. Very cool. I was drawn to it because it is a unique color, and usually they're rose gold with the gold, or they're black like my Darth, or even the Emperor Tuna is all black everywhere. But this has that stainless look with a blue dial with, get this magnetic resistant 40,000 amp per meter magnetic resistance. So the dial is blue, but it's also iron, which helps in it. You've got these monster lume plots everywhere for the, tunas are known to be the best. And you've got the ceramic shroud, and you've got the 4 titanium screws. This was a limited run of 1100, and it comes on this silicone, the usual silicone diver strap from Seiko. Very cool, very clean. Even the buckle is titanium. It's pretty grippy. And this one's never been really worn. It's been worn around the house, but I'm kind of keeping it. It has the display case and everything. So here's what I like about it. I like that it's a tuna. I like that it's got this unique handset, because the new ones now say X on it, and it's got the pro specs, and they no longer say Marine Master. Being that this one is a reissue from the original days, it says Seiko Automatic. Let's pull that out again. And I'm just going to advance the time because I think it's in the middle of date change. Yep. So if we do it here, you can see it's got the old Seiko style automatic, professional 1000. It's got an outlined window for the date, great date disc. It's got the kind of the cool outline plots at the 12, 6, and 9, and monster lume plots everywhere else. It's got instead of having the entire triangle loom like it is on the newer Seikos, like here's my Darth and here's that, you can see that the pip is a circle in this one, and there it's the entire thing. Although this is the aftermarket one, it mimics the exact stock one. It's very cool. Bezel action, as we all know, is really nice on these. So Tunas are kind of hit or miss. Their tolerance really tight, and so sometimes it can be super hard to turn these. My experience has always been that the automatic, quote unquote, emperor tunas have a smooth bezel in action. The quartz ones are either very, very tight. In that case, usually you take them apart, you put a little bit of lubrication, silicone lubricant for gaskets on the bezel gasket, and you twirl around and it gets back in action. This has a good one. It's got this chunky crown, which I love about Tunas. You can, I'm wearing gloves here and I can still get in, still crank it, still wind it, change the dates, change the time. Amazing. Now on the back, you've got the Tsunami. This still has a sticker on it to protect it because it hasn't been worn. And as I said, it's got the Seiko straps. So this being a tuna, it's 22 millimeter lug width, and it can take everything. I usually have my tunas on ISO frames, but I'm trying something new with these Nick Mankeys just because they're a little more comfortable, especially if you have new ISO frame straps. So I love the watch. Now here's what I don't like about it. Okay, the other reissues that came out from Seiko for the 55th anniversary all have the Seiko High Beat 8L55, which is what even this watch back in the 70s when it was originally issued had. It's the High Beat, meaning instead of 28,800 beats per hour, it runs at 36,000 beats per hour, meaning that's what it originally came on. So I'm surprised why Seiko kind of downgraded the movement for this watch. 8L35 is no joke, but I would have preferred the 8L55, which is their high beat movement. Other than that, it's standard tuna fare, and I'm sure you've seen my other tuna channel or other videos of the tunas on my channel. Very cool watch, very comfortable, and it's a unique color. It's a unique dial. It's got red text, and you don't see a tuna in this color ever because they're usually, again, as I mentioned, either all black in the Emperor, or they're going to be with the rose gold in the SVDX014. So yeah, here's a brief overview of the limited edition Seiko Tuna 55th anniversary SLA041. And again, guys, just help me out here. I love doing this for everyone. I would love to grow my subscriber count. Just let me know if you have any comments or feedback in the comments below. Smash that like button and click on the subscribe with the bell to get notifications for when I put in my next video. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.